Good morning. I'd like everyone to take a seat, please. So good morning. It's been 2 years since we all got together. I know we did a drive-through Stars and Stripes event last year. Here we are in person again. It feels amazing to see you all. It is my honor. I'm Marcia Coet, the Senior Division Supervisor, and this really is just a special event for all of us. Most of us, it's our favorite event. We live in a great country, not perfect, and you're the reason why we enjoy so many freedoms. So personally, I'd like to just offer out my gratitude to all of you. Also to the family members. As spouses serve, it is, challenging for mothers, fathers, wives, children. So to all of you who came and supported a veteran, I thank you too. It's my honor to present back here again our Honor Guard, American Legion, Post 224 from Wixom, Michigan. Thank you. It is my honor to introduce our Mayor of Farmington Hills, Vicki Barnett.
I'm eavesdropping on the way up, listening to talk at the tables. It's great to be back at this wonderful event and to be able to host it again live instead of as a drive-through. And it's great to see all of you again. I had a speech written and I've kind of tossed it out, and I feel bad about that, but I really don't, otherwise I wouldn't have tossed it out. 100 years ago today, actually, my father-in-law was born. And he has since passed away, but today would be his 100th birthday. And in World War II, he answered the call after Pearl Harbor was bombed, and he joined the Army and served for the duration of the war, waiting until after the war to marry his sweetheart that he had left behind, my mother-in-law. My dad did the same thing from Detroit, but he entered the Navy. He was underage when Pearl Harbor was bombed, but he accelerated his high school graduation and enlisted in the Navy as soon as he could. My father-in-law's father, my daughter's grandfather, was drafted in his adopted country, the United States, during World War I, and served in the vicious Battle of Vichy in France. On his draft card, it asked, "What special skills do you have?" And he, Nate Steckloff, listed none. But I will tell you, everybody who answers the call to serve our great country has special skills, has a love of country that goes beyond belief and keeps us safe every day. So to those of you who have served and to those who have not returned, I want to give my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to you for protecting our wonderful country, and my condolences to the families who have lost loved ones who are Gold Star families. But especially today, we should celebrate the fact that your service has kept us free and has kept us safe, and I am truly grateful. Thank you.
I am now introducing the Mayor of Farmington, Sarah Baumann.
Good morning. I'm also very happy to be here back live again. Last year, the drive-through was wonderful, and I was able to see a lot of faces as we handed out the lunches, but this obviously is much, much more personal. I'd also like to recognize other members at my table. Our City Manager, David Murphy, is with us today, along with our Director of Public Safety, Mr. Worthman, Deputy Director, Mr. Huhanison, and representatives from our Public Safety, along with my father, who was a United States Air Force veteran. So thank you very much. And now I say thank you for your service and sacrifice. It's a sentiment specifically dedicated to those who currently serve or have served in the United States Armed Forces. It's a phrase that has taken on new meaning to me personally when last February we dropped our 18-year-old son off at a recruiter's office in Westland, and he shipped off to the United States Navy. Since that time, I have come to realize there are two separate and distinct messages in the statement, "Thank you for your service and sacrifice." Service speaks to the actual work that is done, the training, the daily grind of your duties, the endless marching, and the even more endless waiting. While sacrifice represents all things lost, not being home on birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, births. And the sacrifice is not just endured by the service member, but also by those still at home, the waiting, the long silences, the unknown. Veterans Day, unlike Memorial Day, pays tribute to all American veterans and gives special thanks to living veterans who have served their country honorably during war or peacetime. So today, on this Veterans Day, surrounded by so many who have dedicated so much, I say with all my heart, thank you for your service and sacrifice.
Now I'd like to introduce Samantha Steckloff, State of Michigan House of Representative.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. As you know, or if you heard my last name, Steckloff, the mayor is my mother, and unfortunately, she stole my entire speech. Everything. So she gave me her speech to read, but I want to first introduce a few of our special guests that are here with us today. Council Member Michael Bridges, right over here. Assistant City Manager Joe Valentine. Our Fire Chief, Chief Unruh. And our Police Chief, Chief King. As the mayor said, both my grandparents served in World War II. And as someone of the Jewish faith, I often reflect on their stories, their sacrifices, and their courage, because I would not be here today if it weren't for them or for each and every one of you. the courage and resilience you faced and still face today, I stand here in awe. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to do what I do today to make this world a better place. Neither would any of us in this room. Almost 19 million veterans live in this country. 19 million. 19 million have answered the call to service, the sacrifice of their families, their well-being, and sometimes their life. And I can't thank you enough for that sacrifice and the duty that each and every one of you chose to take. And on this Veterans Day, I thank you. I thank every single one of you for your courage and your strength. And I know that every single person in this room appreciates your sacrifice, and I thank you once again. With my grandparents both serving in World War II, Veterans Day has always been a special day. 100 years ago, over 100 years ago, when World War I ended, we thought it would be the end of all wars, and unfortunately we were wrong. But the holiday and the respect and the remembrance of Veterans Day is something very important that came out of that. And the stories I've been told from my grandparents made me think often about what I wanted to do with my life. And at a very young age, I was taught the meaning of service, the meaning of being a community member, and the meaning of what's important in your life and how you can serve others. As your state representative, I take that honor with me every single day. And if it weren't for each and every one of you, I wouldn't have been granted this amazing opportunity to make changes in this world. We've been working very diligently, and we dedicate so much of our time to our veterans in the House of Representatives. We have just put in a few additional bills to bring more service, more dollars, and more things that we can do to help our veterans out. Thank you so very much for being here.
I would like to call up Colonel Retired Edward Hirsch.
I'm going to introduce our POW and MIA ceremony. Please look at the table to my right, to your left. Those who have served and those currently serving the United States of America as members of the uniformed services, as civil servants, and those contractors are ever mindful that the sweetness of enduring peace has always been tainted by the bitterness of personal sacrifice. We are compelled to never forget that while we enjoy our daily pleasures, there are others who have endured and may still be enduring the agonies of pain, deprivation, and internment. Before we begin our activities this day, we will pause to recognize our POWs and our MIAs. This small table, which occupies a place of dignity and honor, is set for one, symbolizing the fact that some are missing from our ranks. They're referred to as POWs and MIAs. We call them comrades. They are unable to be with their loved ones and families today. So we join together to pay our humble tribute to them and bear witness to their continued absence. This table set for one is small, symbolizing the family of one prisoner alone against his or her suppressors. The tablecloth is white, symbolic of the purity of their intentions to respond to their country's call to arms. The single red rose in the vase signifies the blood that many have shed in sacrifice to ensure freedom of our beloved United States of America. This rose that you see reminds us of the family and friends of our missing comrades, those who keep the faith while awaiting their return. The vase is tied with a red ribbon, symbol of our continued determination to account for our missing. A slice of lemon on the plate is to remind us of the bitter fate of those captured and missing in a foreign land. A pinch of salt on the plate symbolizes the countless volunteers of families as they wait. The holy books of many faiths represents the strength gained through belief to sustain the loss from our country, founded as one nation under God. The candle is reminiscent of the light of hope, which lives in our hearts to illuminate their way home, away from their captors to the open arms of a grateful nation. The glass is inverted. They cannot drink with us this day. The chair is empty. They are not here. Let us hope that all of our comrades will soon be back within our ranks. Let us remember and never forget their sacrifices. May God forever watch over them and their families.
I would like to introduce Dave Catherman. Dave is a lifelong resident of Farmington, a former Farmington High School teacher and coach. And as a soloist, Dave has performed at anniversary celebrations, memorials, weddings, and other community events. Thank you, Dave. Is that good?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. She actually said more than she should have about me. It just so happens before I even start today, I was overwhelmed by what I saw on the paper, what I saw on television, and certain things that are still very important to the world. I need to share with you some of these responsibilities, and the first of which came from the Detroit Free Press. I'm not sure whether you read this or not. The Red Wings game tonight has been designated as the Military Appreciation Night. That's number one. Number two, this day, 246th anniversary of the formation of the Marine Corps. I had never known that, have you? Back in my days, at Eastern Michigan University, I was lucky enough to be a part of the ROTC program, which was sponsored by the National Guard of Michigan, and I thought maybe I was going to be in the Army. I made too many good records, good grades, and I decided to become a teacher. But my whole opportunity was that I was working with young men and young women, and I actually was able to sell the fact that you must be appropriate, you must be wise, you must be interested in being the winner. So that's where I got my plan. And of course, having a mother who was a wonderful singer, she forced me to learn how to sing. So I'm going to give you a shot at this again. At the piano is Min Young Yoon, who has joined us at Orchard United Methodist Church. And we will be producing a musical introduction for each of the 5 branches of the armed forces. And after lunch, there will be a little patriotic melody section also available. It gives us great pleasure to honor the pride of America, the red, white, and blue Legionnaires, and to identify each military branch in song. So veterans, I'm not sure how we should do this. Well, as you hear your branch announced, you need to stand and be recognized, first of all. If you'd like to step forward, please do that. And we welcome family to stand to be able to be connected with that person. And we would enjoy having everyone sing along as I go through all these branches. These are tough fight songs that we're singing about. But a lot of you will be familiar with quite a few, particularly the introduction part. I guess we're ready. First of all, we have the Stars and Stripes, Loyal United States Army. Well, over dale we will hit the dusty trail, and the caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, counter march and rock about, and the caissons go rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, he, in the field artillery. Count out your numbers loud and strong, loud and strong. So where'er you go, you will always know that the caissons are rolling along. Thank you. Next, we have the mighty United States Marines. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines. We now support United States Navy. Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day, 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 day. During our last night on shore, drink to the foam. Until we meet once more, here's wishing you a happy voyage home. Next, we have the reliable United States Coast Guard. We're always ready for the call. We place our trust in thee. Through thirst and storm, howling gales, high shall our purpose be. Semper Platus is our guide, our fame and glory too. We'll and save through fighting day. A Coast Guard we are for you. Finally, we salute the valiant United States Air Force. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Adam boy, give her the gun, give her the gun. down they dive, spouting their flame from under, off on one terrible course. We live in fame and go down in flame. Hey, nothing will stop the U.S. Air Force. We hope you've enjoyed this part of the music. We salute all the veterans and thank them for their service. We'll see you after lunch. Hang around a little bit, and we're having some nice, well, it'll be patriotic music.
Just a note, we have a sponsor here, American House. They have sponsored this event for all 25 years. And to take a moment, they have some nice treats for you, and talk to the nice ladies in the back of the room and thank them for just being great sponsors. So thank you, American House.
While the storm clouds gathered far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for the land so fair as we raise our voices to this solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairie, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. I had to drop that one.